34 is message. Free is a message of being authentic to self. It's about you being authentic, you being true to self. You taking these masks off and not wanting to fit into a certain way of being or into a certain box and saying, well, this is who I am in this box and everybody loves me in this box. But it's allowing yourself to work from this authentic place outside of the box, because as long as you're in a box, it means that others have dictated who you should be, how you should be, how you should look, how you should act. When you come out of that box, you're working from this place of creativity, inspiration. You're working from your highest self, which has no boxes because it's limitless. A box is very confined. So for 34, it's this place of being, sorry, I just got a little message that put them with the 7. I'll get there. 34 is you being inspired, you working from this place that you are taking off the masks. The 3 is somebody also that they haven't really fitted in. There's never really going to be a time that you have ever felt that you fitted in. Even if you have friends, it's always going to feel like you're different, you're the weirdo. And I say that in the best sense. I love weirdos. I love people that are true to themselves and that are open to being different to other people. So even though you would have been around other people and you may have fitted into groups, you didn't quite fit in. You were always on the outside. It never really felt that comfortable to you. This particular year will feel like that. I don't know about whether you were born with a 3, but this particular year will feel like that. So 34 is, well, 30s will feel like that. You're moving out of the box. So the 3 is you working from this place that you're becoming truer to yourself and allowing these inspirations to come through you. And then the 4 is taking the actions of these inspirations and trusting in the actions. But with 34, what it shows me is that you don't trust in the actions. And you don't trust in the actions because there's an impatience that you're experiencing, which is the 7. Because 3 and 4 together is 7. So it tells me that, yes, you want to be more authentic and you want to be this newer version of self and this more inspired version of self, but you don't necessarily trust in being able to do that. And the reason that you don't trust in being able to do that is because the 7 is a message of perseverance and patience. You have the perseverance that you put in to becoming this newer version of self, but you don't have the patience. You have this objective in your head of this is who I want to be, but you haven't reached that objective. And that objective feels so far away from you. It's like you're frustrated with yourself for not being in that place. And that just encourages these doubts. It encourages the, yeah, but maybe I shouldn't do that, and maybe that's the wrong thing, and maybe and it's like it's constantly talking yourself out of where you're moving towards. So the 7 for you is going to be the biggest challenge with the 34. 7 is actually the challenge for 34, because the 3 is you being your authentic self. The 4 is trusting in being that authentic self. And the 7 is the challenge, which is, yes, put the work in to being this authentic self, but only put inspired action into it, not fearful action. Fearful action is kind of feeding into your doubts of the 4. So if you put inspired action into it, then it allows you to walk more in that mode of faith, of trusting that this is what you're walking towards. It gives you the ability to give yourself a bit more of the small wins and a bit of the props of, yeah, I did that, I took that action. All right, now. And then you get the next inspiration and you take that action and you give yourself the props of, yep, I've got that one, I've got that one. And you feel yourself moving. You feel that there is, you're walking a ladder and you're getting higher and higher and higher, that you're reaching your objective. But you're not bullying yourself to get to the objective. You're not being unkind to yourself to get to the objective. You're not putting yourself under pressure to get to the objective, because you're not working from the place of fear, which is that's why the 7 feels frustrated, because the 7 is working from low frequency. The 7 is working from a place of fear. It's a fear-based place. So although it's putting work into what it's doing, it doesn't trust that it's ever going to get to where it's going. So it keeps putting, I'll give you an example. Let's say you were looking for a job and you have a job already, let's say, but you want a new job because you don't like the job that you already have. But your mind is so stuck on, I don't want to be where I am, I don't want to be where I am, I don't want to be where I am. So every time you're looking for a job, it's with that in mind, I don't want to be where I am. So you're looking for a job in an energy that is low frequency. So you're looking for anything and everything, and there is no good feeling around it. The whole vibe of looking for the job feels frustrated. And then you're getting responses back. Maybe you're getting some interviews, but you're not really hearing anything from them, or you're getting rejected. And that's how it will keep feeling, because in the frequency of frustration, what you're attracting back is more frustration. But let's say you follow the inspiration and you take the actions towards the inspiration. Then when you are looking for a job, you're focused on inspiration. So you're focused on what feels good to you. What do you really enjoy doing at work? Who do you enjoy being around? You enjoy being around your colleagues and having conversations, and how good that feels. So when you're there looking for a job, the looking for the job now feels positive. It feels like an opportunity. It feels like you're working towards something that feels good. So now when you apply for a job, you're in a higher frequency, and what you receive back will also be a higher frequency. It will be a job that you walk into that does feel good, and it will also very likely pay you more than you was expecting to get paid. It will flow. Everything will go really easy. But it's what energy are you looking for this job? And it's just an example of the job, because it could be anything. It's whatever it is that you're manifesting. Yeah, next year you will be manifesting. There is a big, next year with 35, there is a big manifestation coming, because that is an 8. So this thing that you're working towards, this objective that you're working towards, is likely to come when you're 35. There's a lot of things that are likely to come when you're 35, because that is the year of you receiving. That is your manifestations coming to you. So everything that you're doing now are kind of like the foundations and the blocks that you're building on top of, to be able to receive this manifestation and have the stability to be able to hold on to the manifestation. And yes, you may not see your world moving around you and it all coming towards you, but trust that it is. Trust that the energy that you're sending out is what you're attracting. And remember that the energy of what you're sending out is the energy that you're attracting. So if you're attracting from a place of frustration, what you're attracting is more frustration. Remind yourself of that. So when you're feeling frustrated, you're like, this is not what I want to be attracting back. No way, Jose. What I want to be attracting back is faith. I want that magnet to be working for me. I want what I'm walking towards to be coming towards me. And what is that?